This is the start of the walk in Blairgowrie, and this is the bridge which goes over the River Ericht. Path comes down the steps here, continues along the side of the river until you reach a short detour. At the moment the path is signposted to go up these steps. You leave the side of the River Ericht. It's a fairly pleasant walk along the bank there. I've now come up along this path, which is a short detour. It takes you up onto this main road. The detour is slightly shorter than the old road, and you can see the signpost here pointing to the right. And the road, the track proper, goes up the way here. There's then a left turn just at this point, and from here you start to see the views opening out over the countryside. This is the way the farm track takes you up. It's easy walking, and you're reaching now almost 200 metres at this height, and once again the views are beginning to open up nicely over the countryside. Just at this point at this farm you have to make a very short detour around the side of the farm, but it's well signposted. You come down through this gate and continue across the other side through this one, and that continues along the side of the field just over there. This is the way the path goes from just about that point. I came through this gate here, and then you continue by the signboards there along the edge of the field. This is where the road comes, the path comes to the end of the track there and comes onto the road and signposted to the right down the way here through this farm, which is still part of the road. Just going through the other side of the farm, this is the way you would come up. You then pick up another signboard, and the path goes up the farm road to the right here, curves round to the right and heads up the hill. Very good views over the surrounding countryside here. It's quite open, nice clear day too. This is one of the carved sign posts, which there are 2 or 3 of them along the route. Quite attractive they are too. The path here does get a wee bit muddy at times, and most especially when you go over the moor. It's a rutted, deeply rutted farm track, but the day I went over it was really quite wet and boggy, but you can get around the side of it. It's not difficult at all. Just as you cross over this area, which is very barren, there's a big change from the countryside down in the Blairgowrie area. This is where you'll hit about the highest point of the walk for today. And this is the way I've just come along from that road. It's starting to dry off a good bit of the road now, and getting ready to head down into Bridgeacally. You can see already the countryside's beginning to change again. You're dropping down into more farmland. There's some sheep in the distance there, and the path follows the side of the fence and that wall down the hill. Back down now onto where the trail splits. Going to the left would take you to Kirkmichael, but today I'm going to go down toward Bridgeacally, which is this one here, and ultimately onto Alyth. And that's the direction down to Bridgeacally. While looking round a little bit to the right, you can see the track which I came down to reach Bridgeacally. And down now at the main road, the A93 Bridgeacally Hotel. If you've had enough for today, there's a very handy bus stop just across the road where you can get the bus down into Blairgowrie or continue along the road over the bridge towards the Alyth area. So from the junction where you came back on A93, it's a left turn across the bridge, up the hill just a little bit, and you join the tarmac road. Looking over the bridge here, that is Blackwater. Unfortunately the next good few miles it is tarmac road, but it's a pretty little place. This is the hill I've just come up a wee bit here, and the road, although it veers round to the right, I'm going to go straight on, which is this direction towards Alyth, up this kind of Land Rover track, which is a welcome change from the tarmac I've been on. Again, the scenery's beginning to open up a little bit, looking down towards the Blairgowrie area and coming round towards Bridge of Cally and the road which I've just walked along. Along this bit it's quite pleasant. It's on grass between two hedges. It's quite a nice bit, looking up that way towards the north. Nice open ground there, and that way, this way you can see Mount Blair, and coming round to the wind turbines on Drumdearg, and continuing along the path there until you get back onto the tarmac road again. This is just in the area of Heathery Haw cottage, which is just round here. And again, being back in the tarmac road, it's quite hard walking up until the next point, and the road continues up in this direction here. Again, it's becoming quite barren over to the side there. A lot of sheep land for grazing, you can see in the distance, and the road continues straight on. A little bit local interest here, a bit of company on the walk. It's a very quiet road, so you won't really be bothered with too much in the way of traffic. And again, that's looking back the way I've just climbed up this wee hill here. It's all mostly open farmland, grazing in this area, and coming down the hill to the farm there. And that, the name of the farm, as you can see there, is Mains of Crookies, and the direction that's the road I just came along, and it junctions here with a bit of a more main road, which takes you one way to Spitler Glenshee, the other way to Alyth. And I'll turn right here, you can see the sign, and there's a chance to come off this road just a few yards down the road and head through Banff Farm, but I decided to walk down the main road itself, stay on the road, and then as you come down the hill here and make a left turn just where this woodcarver sign is, up towards the hill of Alyth. This is the way I've just come along here, about to go up the track here, which will take me over the hill of Alyth, and you can see the signboard there, Caterham Trail to the right, and also to the left, which would be taking you back up to Bridge of Cally through the farm, which I decided not to come through. And the path going over the hill, it's really quite well marked. There are numerous paths going over the hill, but there are quite a number of the signs here, and all you've got to do is follow the path. You can't really go wrong in this area. Some nice views here over Alyth and over towards the River Tay. And down there you can see Alyth. This is the path develops into this farm track, which takes you down the hill into the town itself. And just here at the bottom where it changes over into the houses, going up to that direction, there's the way I came down, while continuing round this way and down here, straight down between those cars and make a right turn, and we'll take you down the hill into Aelith itself. Come down this hill here. This is where you'll meet up with the burn at Aelith. And the path continues. You can go either side of the burn here. There's plenty of shops, car parking, there's toilet facilities, transport back to Perth or Dundee or Blairgowrie. Very interesting walk and worth doing.